Okay, this is Harold's Prog Rock Show part 41, entirely dedicated to Ariel Anthony Lucassen from the Netherlands. He's very famous all over the world. It all started in 1995 with the first album. I was immediately a fan of his music. I bought this album in 1995, just after the release, and it was the final experience, the first album, a rock opera from 1995, and it was released on the Dutch Transmission label, and this is in fact the first album on that Dutch label. It's a rock opera and it's very, very good, very progressive, a really nice album. You have to listen to this one. It's very, very good, and there are lots of guest artists on the first album. For example, Claim Datermeyer is playing the keyboard. She was in the 70s in a band called Finch, also a prog rock band. Okay, and Edward Rakers from Kayak is also singing on some songs. Then we have the second album, Actual Fantasy, also very, very good. I can recommend this one. On this album we have The Stranger from Within and Computer Eyes and Forevermore and The Dawn of Man, among other tracks. It's a very, very good album, the second album from Ayreon. Okay, then we go to Into the Electric Castle. That's a double album. It's a classic. It's very popular all over the world, and it's high in the lists from progressive rock albums. A double album, Into the Electric Castle. It's a concept album. Also with some guest artists. Fish is singing from A Marillion, Sharon and Adel from Within Temptation, Damien Wilson, Edwin Balloch, Anneke van Giersbergen, Jan van Vechelen, Ariel Anthony Lucassen, of course, Edward Rakers from Kayak, and Peter Daltrey. Okay, and also some instrumentalists. The list is too long for me to name all those names. Okay, great album. Then we go to the Dream Sequencer. That's a prog rock album, very good. On this album there's a song where about the landing on the moon in 1969 by the USA. It's a great song. It's a very progressive album. I really like it. Then we have in the same series Flight of the Migrator. That's a hard rock album. It's very powerful. It's a good album with some heavy songs on the album, and it's melodic. It's great. Then we have Aeronauts Only. Aeronauts Only is not essential. It's an extra album with singers, other singers on old songs from the previous albums. So it's not essential, only interesting for diehard Ayreon fans. Okay, then we have Space Metal from the Star One project. Star One is the hard rock project from Ariel Anthony Lucassen. I've seen this live tour back in 2002, some 20 years ago. The live show was in Rijssen in the Netherlands in 2002, and in this show we have some guest artists like Floor Jansen from Nightwish. Back in the day she was singing in the Dutch band After Forever. In this show is also her sister Irene Jansen, also on vocals, and we have Damien Wilson on vocals. It's a very good show. This is DVD, the live DVD. There's also two live CDs inside of this package. So a live DVD from the 2002 shows in the Netherlands, and we've been to Rijssen in the east of the Netherlands. It was a very good show. Okay. Then we have the human equation, and on the human equation we have James Labrie from Dream Theater on vocals, and Michael Eckerveld from Opeth on vocals. And there are also other guest artists like Ed Warby. The list is too long. I can't mention all those names. It's a good album. Okay. Then we go to 01011001. This is a double disc, a studio album, and it's not one of my favorites. Okay. Then we have Guild Machine. It's this one, Guild Machine. Here I have the CD and the booklet. Okay, Guild Machine. It's a good album. I like it. Then we have a promo CD. This is again a Star One CD, and this promo is called Victims of the Modern Age. And on this one we have again Floor Jansen and Damien Wilson and Russell Allen. Russell Allen is from Symphony X. Star One is this is the official CD, a double album, and Star One is the hard rock project from Dutchman Ariel Anthony Lucassen. This is a very good album. I like it. On the first disc we have the original album, and on the second disc we have some covers from other bands like Emerson, Lake and Palmer with Knife Edge. As you know, I'm a fan from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, so it's nice. Ariel Anthony Lucassen did Knife Edge by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Okay, let's move on. Then we have Ariel Anthony Lucassen's Lost in the New Reel. Again, a double album, a nice package, 2 CDs. And I will show you the artwork in the middle of the book. It's very nice. It's great to see. And Rutger Hauer, a very famous Dutch actor, is doing is telling the story, and he's doing that very, very well. In the 70s, he played in Dutch movies like Turk's Fruit, Soldaat van Oranje, and later on he moved. He did some films in the United States of America, but it's a Dutch actor. Some years ago, he passed away. He's very famous in the Netherlands. This is a great album, and the second disc are some covers like Welcome to the Machine from Pink Floyd and The Battle of Evermore from Led Zeppelin. Okay, a nice, very good album. Then we have The Theory of Everything. That's a double album, and also a nice artwork in this CD booklet. Very good to see. It's a package with lots of pictures and lots of artwork. It's really great. Here we have all the guest artists. There are so many that I can't mention them all because this episode, this show would be far too long. But lots of guest artists. Okay. Here we have the man himself, Ariel Anthony Lucassen, the man with the long hair. Okay, lyrics are also always inside. Ariel Anthony Lucassen. Okay, on this album we have a short part which is done on keyboards by Rick Wakeman, also a short part which is done by Keith Emerson, and Jordan Rudess from Dream Theater is also doing some keyboards, and Steve Hackett is playing guitar on some tracks. This is the theory of everything. That is a good album. And John Wetton is singing on one song, the late John Wetton from King Crimson and UK. A great album, The Theory of Everything, a double studio album. Then we have The Source, again a double album, studio album, and it's a good one. I can recommend The Source, also with lots of guest artists. Here we see some pictures from those guest artists. Among others, Mark Kelly from Marillion is playing some keyboards, and Ed Warby is doing the drums. Then we have also these guest artists. It's too small, you can't see it. It's the Source, a double album by Ariel, very good. Then we have Transitus. Transitus is a reasonable album. There is a man who is telling the story in between the songs. And this man is called Tom Baker, the storyteller, Tom Baker. Here we have some pictures from those guest artists. Here we have some other pictures. The list is again too long. I can't mention all those names. This show would be far too long. Okay, then we have the new album from this year. That is Revel in Time. It's a Star One album, so it's a hard rock album with again one song done by Floor Jansen from Nightwish, the vocal, the woman who's doing the vocals in Nightwish. Here you can see the artwork and the double CD. The second CD is in fact the same as the first CD, but with other vocalists. Here we have a nice picture from Arion Anthony Lucassen. Yeah, okay. Nice CD, very nice artwork, and a good album. It's a hard rock album. I can recommend this one. It's one of the best albums from 2022, this year. Okay, the last album. This one is released on Sony Music Inside Out, a double album, and it's really great. I can recommend this hard rock album. So with Ayreon you have prog rock albums, you have hard rock albums, you have a mix between those two music styles. It's great music, and I can recommend Ayreon. He's made a lot of albums. Before I stop, I will show you a DVD, Ariel Universe, that is recorded in 013 in Tilburg, in the south of the Netherlands, with fans coming to the shows from all over the world. And this is the DVD, and it is called Ariel Universe, Best of Ariel Live. Okay, 2 DVDs, and of course a nice booklet with lots of live pictures. Okay, Ariel Universe, the Best of Ariel Live, a live DVD. Okay, Ariel has made great music. I can recommend this prog rock and hard rock. And this is the end of the show. Harold's Prog Rock Show Part 41, entirely dedicated to Ariel. I hope you like the show. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.